Yo guys, what's up? It's Blackheart here and welcome to a new video. Today I wanted to talk about a crazy situation that's happening right now in the Tekken community that's fucking crazy, and I wanted to discuss with you because this situation is simply the worst. So basically there is this esports team called Z Esports that isn't currently paying their players and hasn't been since 2025. The further I looked into them, unpaid players from Street Fighter 6, Tekken and City of the Wolves divisions with false contracts promises, 95% AI driven posts graphics, and imaginary fake sponsor post. It's insane how this team hasn't been put on blast yet. They have robbed me from other EWC org offers due to their competitive contract that they gave me, thus taking advantage of the EWC deadline that was imposed to all teams. I haven't been paid alongside other members in the FGC as of today's date of June the 15th, 2026. Really isn't about me, but more for the up and coming players that I really want to look out for, so they don't get stuck on a counterfeit contract and could delay their esports professional gaming career. So the thing is this, that why am I talking about this? Because this is also affecting some Spanish players, okay, and some Tekken players. For example, here we have Oracle, a very good Spanish player around here, that said this today. Let's try to see. Basically, today I'm officially ending my relationship with Z Esports due to their repeated failure to meet their contractual obligations. Despite my patience, professionalism, and willingness to give them every opportunity to resolve the situation, the issues have remained unsolved. Throughout my time with Z Esports, I experienced multiple missed payment deadlines and a constant pattern of new promises that were never fulfilled. I was given several specific dates for payment. First 19 to 21st of 1st of May, then the 26th of May, then the 4 to 5 of June, then 16 to the 17th of June. None of these commitments were met. So basically, guys, there is this esports team that basically is scamming, basically low-key scamming their players, and now the funniest thing ever. So basically, Z Esports, okay, after all of these complaints made by him, but also about by other players, okay, in the Tekken scene and so on, after these complaints, they finally decided to answer with the most unprofessional thing ever. Basically, I don't know, sending a screenshot of the payment done to Javier, the Spanish player, happened today. But now there's the beautiful final catch. So let's see the replies to this. Okay, let's see the replies to this. And so basically, Oracle here is saying, thanks a lot for paying the 3,000k plus euros you owe me. Translation to English, you received 0.1 0.01 euros from Anurag Biswa. So basically 1 cent. 1 cent. This payment was 1 cent out of the 3,000 plus euros they own this poor guy. They paid him 1 cent only. Bro, I swear this situation is crazy, and really this it gives an opportunity to gives us an opportunity to try and think about some of these esports organizations who take advantage of people, take advantage of you know, certain situations that maybe, you know, people need a sponsor so bad to travel and so on, and they trust esports organization that feel so professional. You know, they feel like the best organizations ever. They promise you the world, they promise you this, they will give you that, will give you this, will pay you that, will give you all the rewards you need and so on. And basically some people, for desperation or for work reasons and so on, of course trust these people. They trust this organization, and this is what happens when you trust the wrong organization. So basically a very disrespectful and very unprofessional behavior by this esports organization that owes this guy a lot of money apparently. And this is what they answered to this, basically. They answered, here we go, 1 cent transaction was made using new card for testing purposes. As for the previous transaction that filled to the incorrect IBAN number provided. So he's trying to shift the blame to the players, basically, to him. After all the contacts that this guy has had with his esports organization and so on, basically they even have the courage of saying, bro, that's on you. Your IBAN is completely wrong, even though probably it isn't. They just don't want to play their fucking players. I will upload all the records very soon. Okay, so as you see, before Javier said, "Oh my God, these guys are the worst." First they promised on May, then on the end of May, then on the start of June, then the end of June, and the payment never comes. And it's not the first time that something like this happens. So I think at this point, guys, we need some kind of laws or something that can protect these players from this kind of fraudulent behaviors, because it's not, again, this is not the first time that this has happened. For example, I've seen pro players like playing a tournament and they don't get paid after they do the tournament. So it is something very common that happens, and it's honestly such a shameful behavior by these people. I don't know if Javier, maybe someone in the comments will tell me about this. I don't know if Javier can actually do something to sue these people because of their misconduct towards the players and so on. But honestly, if I were the Spanish player, I would fucking destroy their ass. I would fucking sue their ass like there's never been such a big suit before. So, you know, the memes are very bad, of course. They're very, not gonna lie, the memes are also very racist, some of these memes, because, of course, this organization is Indian. And again, I don't wanna fall into this shit. I don't agree with all of this shit, of course. Like, it's not because they're Indian, it's not because the nationality doesn't belong in this discussion, because there are plenty even of I've seen some organizations that were also from other countries do the same shit. It's just that some people operate in the worst possible way, and it's not like, again, these people have no funds, because from what I understand, they actually promote even more they provide even more events, even more tournaments and so on. Let's keep reading. On multiple occasions, the organization acknowledged in writing that they did not have sufficient funds available to fulfill their obligations, and that payments were dependent on future sponsorship funds that had not yet been received. They also informed me that other players, including newly signed rosters, were not receiving payments either, as the organization was awaiting the same incoming sponsor money. But while salary and reimbursement payments remain unpaid, Z Esports continued to announce new signings and pursue new options. So it's not like they stopped. Like they say, guys, we don't have any funds. I'm so sorry. We'll try to fix as soon as possible. But at the same time, they try to sign new people in it. They try to create new contracts. They try to do, they tried basically to save face and, try to even expand their player base and the players that work with them. So even more scummy behavior from these people. So from my first day until the last, I was 100% professional. I fulfilled every obligation expected of me: competing, traveling, creating content, attending events, and representing the organization with pride at all times. I want to sincerely thank everybody who reached out to me before and during this process. Your messages, advice, and support helped me stay strong and keep a clear record of everything that happened. This community means a lot. So basically, of course, this player is parting from this organization. Of course, after all that happened, he's parting from this organization, but not before, before the completely destroying their ass on Twitter or whatsoever. So again, guys, I wanted to talk about this situation because it's fucking insane, and I think that they should be really ashamed of themselves. Because esports, like, the thing that makes me so mad is that people don't understand that esports is a serious work. It's a serious work and effort that you have to put out for your organization. You need to travel. You need to, there is a lot of effort, a lot of energy that you have to build up. There's a lot of things you have to do when you become a pro player for these organizations. So it's not like they can exploit their players for free and get all the rewards, by the way, because these players also win. Probably sometimes they also win a lot of money from tournaments and so on. And what do? Most of the times they actually steal the money, and then what's left to the player? What's left to this? They have to be ashamed of themselves, and hopefully they pay this player very soon. Oracle is a huge fan of mine as well. He's a cool guy, and honestly, I feel so much shame for this situation. Nothing, guys. And so this is the situation I wanted to talk about. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about all of this. And I don't know. See you guys very soon again. Take care. Love you. Bye.